everybody. I'm here with Andy and Dakota from Bodhi Jar.
Yo,
How's it going? Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Just talking to Cody about your Hamilton show. Yeah. Said it was interesting.
Yeah, to say the least.
It was something else.
But that's good.
Good group of bands, but just promoted oddly.
Right. You're saying, what were you saying about gender? I can't cut you off there. The gender split.
The prices were originally
Gender
split. So like guys paid $10, girls paid $5.
Oh really?
And I had to message the promoter and be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Please change this.
This isn't Jack's.
Yeah, that's so weird. Huh. So you guys playing your first show with the Tars tonight?
Yeah, pretty stoked.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Do you guys have, when you graduated, what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you guys have anything like that? Because we had the Taquito last year.
We had
a bunch of different ones.
Yeah, at the very beginning, we had the tail end of the guest room.
Okay.
And that was 2 years before us that had it. So that was like Texas King, Levy and the Creepy Crawlies, O'Geronimo.
Right. Cool.
That era. And then for our year, it was kind of split. Like, there was a bunch at this guy's house. There was a bunch at Trevor Dubois.
Okay.
Where else?
YOLO Sanctum. The
Northern Saints.
Northern Saints house. There's a bunch there. Devin Hannum.
Okay.
His place.
Yeah. Okay.
Frank.
He told me about that.
And Frank before him, same
right.
house.
Okay. Oh yeah, he was saying that house itself was like a venue for a while.
It was like the year-end party.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm excited about tonight. I think it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, spooky.
Extremely stoked. It's gonna be
Nothing
spooky.
more fun
lots
than a
of
house
trees.
party.
Absolutely. I love that way more. We've been talking about that a lot lately. How I like our program a lot because I'm not like your college. You're like general college kid. Where you like get like everybody smushed into a house and everything.
Yeah.
It's so much better. I like going and just knowing everybody and having
super
a fucking.
intimate.
It's a great time. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Oh, yeah. Bring your own booze.
I play music so people can listen to it.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
You don't have
Exactly.
to pay $15 at the door.
Yeah, and like everybody is generally genuinely interested
Yeah.
in like what's going on.
Well, it's basically like the best marketing tool now.
Absolutely.
Is playing those kind of shows.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People are there to actually listen to music, not just get drunk.
Yeah.
That's just it. Everyone's engaged.
Yeah, I found that interesting last year because I obviously knew about you guys already, and there's people that didn't. And then I think one of the first times most people were like saw you guys was when you came to our class, and then after that it was like coming up to me like, "Man, you heard Bodhi Jar yet?" And I was like, "I've been telling you guys since like September about this
Thanks
band."
for pushing it.
It was really fun. It was the same thing with Crownlands too. After they played the last star,
Yeah.
first the the St. Patrick's Day show you guys did.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Man, Crownlands is fucking sick."
Yeah,
I was like,
ridiculous.
"I know, yeah." They're doing great stuff now.
Yeah.
Eh? They're killing it.
No, they really are.
Right on. Yeah, what have you guys been working on? You going to the studio soon? What's going on?
We're kind of all over the place at the moment. We're doing a single with Prevail
Right. Yeah.
right now from that Start Your Journey contest.
Yeah.
That's coming along. And we're in at Sugar Shack as well.
Okay. Cool.
And we're gonna do like an A/B single
Right.
and ideally put that out with a video.
Sweet.
Yeah, and we're in the production phase basically of recording the actual EP.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Who do you got doing it? Who's producing
We're at this point.
Nothing's set in stone.
Yeah.
it? Right.
We've been talking to Kevin from Crownlands.
Okay.
There was a good chance that he was going to end up producing
Right.
with us.
He's just got a crazy
But
career.
yeah, he's a busy boy now.
Yeah.
So we'll see on that. But we're on the side right now of us just kind of producing it ourselves before we
Right.
take it to anyone else.
Cool.
But the songs are written, so it's a step.
That's good.
And
Playing
Sugar Shack is the shit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've
Have you
never
been?
No, I've never been.
It's awesome. For a small room, it's amazing.
Right. That's cool. I've
You
heard
just
good things
started
about
band,
it.
right? Lost Arts?
Yeah. Yeah, we started last year, but now we've like actually been going.
Like recording?
Yeah, we actually, because of this strike, we're at vocals now.
Oh,
We did-
Oh, you guys
we
just have the
did-
studio.
Yeah, the studios are still open,
that's
so like
It's a battle
we
royale.
we
for
were
whoever
like
gets it?
pretty much we were like fuck
That would be
we were like trying to figure out because we want to put at least a song out before Christmas, right? So we're like, okay, we'll figure it out, we'll get there. And then the strike happened, and I think we spent like 15 hours last week. And
That's
we did
wicked.
like
Good
we
for
did
you
drums
guys.
and bass in one night, and then we went and
Damn.
spent like did all the guitars and everything. So now we're just like editing a bit and then vocals, yeah. So
For sure, take
hopefully.
advantage of
Yeah, that's what we
studio while you have it.
No, we got Carl, who's the guy that you walked by just when we were coming down.
Okay,
He's
nice.
engineering it. He's plays bass in Kid Royal too, and he's like helping us produce it and stuff. And yeah, so we're basically doing it on our own, but Carl's just there as like a fifth member
Nice.
to
that's
kind of
awesome.
yeah. And we've been documenting all of it. 'Cause Julia's photographer. She's a photographer, so I've just been like get everything just in case. So
Perfect.
yeah, I'm excited. We're looking
good
for
team.
shows though. Like I've been struggling with that, but.
It's hard.
Slowly, yeah.
Promoters
It's hard at the
don't
start
love to
because you.
answer at the beginning.
Yeah, that's how.
Yeah.
yeah. I had something set up, and the other guy's like ghosting me. So I'm like,
Ah.
all right. So I guess that fell through. We'll keep
Yeah.
going, plugging through, but it's
Do
all
you guys-
right.
Do you guys have an EPK yet?
No, working on that
That'll-
though.
that- Yeah.
That will
That was the thing. We just started Mike's project where he's like, I don't know if he had it when you guys were in the program, but where you
Yeah,
just like
the
you get all your shit
Oh,
going.
torn apart.
Yeah,
for
dude.
that project.
ripped us.
So we got started on that, and then the strike happened. So
Okay.
yeah,
Keep going on that.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got lots of photos and stuff.
Good.
But I know that he was using yours as a like an example
Example
last
of
year.
what's shit.
I don't know. He didn't do it for my class, so I don't know.
Okay.
It was the end of our class, and then he was preparing for the next class, and he brought yours up. So I don't
just
know.
remember that class. He put it up. He put up the first photo, and then he just paces back and forth across the room, and then he just stops and looks up and goes, "What the fuck is this? What were you thinking?"
God damn. That was our like biggest fear when we played for him. 'Cause I guess he said this year he's not doing that anymore. Like he's not going to be really aggressive anymore.
Yeah,
So we were
there's a
so
few
nervous
people
of
that couldn't
that.
handle it, but
Yeah.
I think it's better because
I think it's better.
I'm
yeah,
so
it really
thankful
it
for
kicks you in
him.
the
Yeah,
ass.
I think it's
Just kicking
better.
our asses multiple times.
Yeah, it definitely makes you accountable.
Yeah, and
then-
anytime Roth says like, "What you did sucks,"
Yeah.
you're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
let's fix it."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't really just brush that off.
No.
It sticks with you.
Yeah. It's so much harder when they don't dance around it or anything, and they're just
Yeah.
like, that was
Yeah.
garbage. And you're like, well, fuck, okay, I guess
Yeah.
that was garbage then. I've noticed this year though, the more he's more critical with stuff that's actually good.
Yeah.
Where if it's not that good, he'll just kind of be like, okay, cool, I like that, and who's next?
Probably a lot of metal stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't get it.
Spinny's still around, so he'll just always like look at Spinny and ask him for like anything metal.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it's kind of funny trying to watch him like figure out how not to be mean sometimes
Yeah.
and just like get them off like the stage and everything. But oh well. You guys did your first tour this summer too, right? This past summer.
We did.
And we're a few months removed from that, but it was good.
It was a lot
Interesting.
of fun.
Yeah.
Weather was not our friend.
No.
No.
We had planned originally to camp every night. We brought a tent and we're like, we'll just sleep
Yeah.
wherever we can find a place.
Yeah.
It rained like
Biblically.
monsoon
Right.
rain, like prophecy rains every day.
Shit.
And we ended up packing all four of us in that fucking van to sleep
Doesn't sound fun.
every night. So
No.
it wasn't ideal. We were close, very close to each other for
Yeah.
too long at
All the time.
points.
You learned some things.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But we played some good shows.
New men now after that.
Yeah. The second you get out east, though, like once you pass Quebec, it's like
Yeah.
people just go to shows.
Oh,
Nobody
really?
knew who we were.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
vibe changes.
And it would
Really?
fill right up. Like
Oh,
people
that's
were
awesome.
just down to actually listen to music. It was
and they're
fucking
just
awesome.
They're just nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I've
People,
never been over
people
there
here
before.
compared to out east just aren't nice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's more of like is it like a small town vibe kind of over
Yeah.
there like
Yeah,
all the time?
really.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
like,
every
oh.
show, people would like, "You guys got a place to stay?"
Oh,
You guys
really?
need
Yeah, it
beers?
was
Like, what do you
great.
need? And we're
That's
like,
awesome.
what?
Like in Montreal, we slept in Walmart parking lots.
Right.
And we get out east, and every single show, somebody offered us a house.
Oh, that's
It was
awesome.
just great.
Oh, that's so cool.
We stayed in Alexander and the Great Ones is the name of the guy's band.
Okay.
Alex McNeil. He let us stay at his place. He
For a
didn't
couple days.
which it felt so haunted. We
It was a big house.
Everyone
Yeah.
was kind of uneasy come bedtime, but he was the best.
Yeah.
And he best host we could have had.
Oh,
He
that's
had
awesome.
Buddy the rock and roll dog
Okay.
kept us company.
Oh, that's awesome. That's hilarious. You stayed there for a few days, you said?
yeah, he
Right.
put us up
Yeah.
for I think 3 nights.
We had an off day.
Right.
Yeah.
We kind of stuck there rather than, and then we just made like a trek back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did a lot of driving in one day.
Took a trip out to Peggy's Cove, and then from Peggy's
Right.
Cove we drove to
You have to.
Yeah, for sure.
just outside. Where did Paul live?
Oh.
Another dude put
New
us up that we
Brunswick?
met in New Brunswick.
Okay.
So we drove from Peggy's Cove to New Brunswick, got into his place at like 3 a.m,
Yeah.
slept until morning, and then drove straight through to Montreal.
Oh shit.
He was a super nice guy.
Yeah, he was awesome. He
That's
put us
awesome.
up. He's like, fridge is full of beer, just go for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's so
it was
cool.
wonderful.
That's the dream right there.
Right.
Free beer. Could play
Yeah.
shows. That's awesome. How many shows did you do?
It was originally planned to be 12, I
I
believe.
think only one dropped.
And
didn't
one
it?
dropped us, so we did 11.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
It's like a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 3
2
weeks.
weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. I've never been out east before.
16
Yeah,
days.
it's really nice.
It is.
If you ever have a chance to get
Yeah.
out there when it's not raining, it's
Yeah.
even nicer.
Check the weather network before
Yeah.
you go.
It held off while we were at Peggy's Cove, and
That's
everybody
good.
had a pretty magical experience
Right.
there.
That's
That
awesome.
place is serene.
Yeah. That's awesome. I remember seeing I think you guys had a bunch of Instagram stories and stuff. I
Mhm,
think I
yeah.
was keeping up.
That was the day where it had been 4 days of just not getting out of the van, basically.
Right.
And everybody was just, we were at the end with each other.
Yeah.
We got to Peggy's Cove, and everything was just cool.
Yeah,
It was-
everybody's so
yeah.
stoked. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Right on.
Cleansing.
Yeah.
I bet, yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Just to get out of the van and
Get out of the van, stare at the ocean,
Yeah.
just
Vastness
feel it
of
all
the
go
ocean.
away.
Yeah.
Just remember how small you are.
Yeah.
And how small your ego should be.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's great. I know I've been wanting to ask you guys for a while. What's the deal with the name? What's the story with the name Bodhi Jar?
So,
We picked it out of a
yeah.
hat.
Oh, really?
Pretty much.
Well, we had a bunch that we were...
That's how it started.
Yes.
We had a bunch that we were between, and then we narrowed it down to 3, and I wish I could remember what the other 2
Right.
were.
I had some really stupid suggestions.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that were just wow, that sounds metal.
Yeah.
But we landed on Bodhi Jar because Bodhi means the path to enlightenment.
Yeah.
So the name's just supposed to speak to containing your own path to enlightenment.
Okay, cool.
Kind of that, you hold it in your hands.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Because I know a little bit about that kind of stuff, but I was I don't get what they mean together. But
Yeah, none of us are Buddhist by any means.
Yeah.
We just
No.
liked the idea of the meaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just kind of fit with what we were going for. We were trying to keep the music as free as possible. So
Yeah,
it
for
kind of
sure.
suited.
Yeah, I think it all works.
Yeah,
for
we're not
sure.
even really that spiritual.
You're right.
Especially
Yeah.
Tony. Tony's just stoic.
Yeah.
It's just so straightforward.
I've never talked. I made weird eye contact with him a few times, but because I always be talking one of you three, and then
Yeah.
I'll go to leave, and then we'll just make eye contact. And
Hi, hi.
Hey, yeah, what's up? Hey.
It's not much of a talker.
That's hilarious. Do you go back to Meaford a lot, or you?
I wish, man.
Yeah.
I just don't have a car right now.
Okay.
So it's tough.
Yeah. I don't mind
I
going
wish.
back every now and then, but I was just there for a couple days this week.
Yeah.
But
I miss it though.
Yeah.
I've been here long enough that
You miss trees?
Yeah.
I
Have
miss
you ever
just
been there up
being
there?
in
Yeah.
water.
It's a nice place, but
Yeah.
living there is a little bit of a
Getting stuff done there.
yeah.
As music career wise,
Yeah.
is next to impossible.
Yeah,
but-
absolutely.
But writing there,
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Yeah.
possible. It's
Yeah.
just a fountain of inspiration.
I did lots of stuff. I did. I would always go up by the the lookout point by the base because I lived up there.
Mhm.
I did a lot of writing up
Is
there.
that where we went? We went on some big massive. We went up for Drew's sister's wedding.
Oh yeah.
We played her wedding, which is ill
I
fitting.
wasn't there for that. That
But,
was
like,
Drew. Drew probably took you to.
No, what did we play then? Me and Drew played his sister's wedding, but we played a show up there.
Oh, that
They're
was.
bucking dough.
That was.
Oh, okay.
That was closer to Old Baldy.
Oh,
okay.
But yeah, we went on a big
Yeah.
massive hike, and it
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
nice and inspiring. And
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, where I live, there's a lookout, and you can see all across the bay and all over the area and everything. It's nice and quiet up there.
Yeah, it's scenic, super scenic up
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. It's nice going back, but when you're you live there for
Yeah.
a while, and I was in between I did general arts at Conestoga because I lived in Kitchener for a year, and then the way that I did it, I didn't get in. None of those credits counted for MIA, so
Ew.
I missed a year.
Really?
So I was just in Meaford for a whole year, pretty much alone.
Oh,
And so it was
That's rough.
by the end of it, I was going pretty insane. But
I had
Yeah,
a
no.
year. I did general arts at Fanshawe, took a year off, and then I did MIA.
Right.
So kind of the same thing.
Yeah, you guys had Through Path of Skies too,
Yeah.
right? That's cool. I got that somewhere here. I also have I also have a Vicious Lullaby somewhere in the collection
Number one
too.
band I wish
I've
was
heard
still,
a lot
still
about
Have
them.
you not
I've
heard-
still yet
it's
to
a-
hear them.
It's a good record
If I could
actually.
bring back any band.
Yeah, they were good. They were
Ultimate
good.
Tour buddies.
I know they were like recording something too like years ago, and I don't think
Yeah.
anything ever came out.
They're just Blue. It's like legitimately a mad genius.
Yeah,
So it's hard to work with those
Right,
people
yeah.
sometimes.
I never met him, but he added me on Facebook one time, and we've talked like a few times. But
He's like out of a different era.
yeah, it was.
But if you like, I know how much of a Queens fan you are.
Yeah,
He is Josh Homme on the
Yeah,
guitar.
yeah.
He just knows how to get into that weird
yeah,
like key
right.
that a lot of Josh's stuff is in.
Right.
He's brilliant.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's probably how we like,
Crazy.
because I'm like a huge Queens fan.
Yeah,
I think that's how it came into. That kind of actually goes into what another thing I was gonna ask. Like Mars Volta is like a big inspiration for you guys, right? Especially you.
Oh, yeah.
Do you get compared to Cedric a lot, and how do you feel about that? 'Cause that's a conversation I have with a lot of
Used to
people.
a
I
more.
used to a lot more, yeah,
Right.
but I feel like at the beginning there was a lot of inspiration taken from that, and there still is,
Yeah.
obviously. But
you also wore like a dress shirt.
yeah, at the beginning, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So like I'm coming into my own style,
Yeah.
which is nice.
That's hilarious.
So as not to just be a carbon copy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, was that because obviously when you take a lot of inspiration from somebody like that, it like clearly leaks in.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
do you ever find like, or did you ever get kind of annoyed or not annoyed, but like you look back on yourself and like reflect of like, am I like copying him, or do people just saying that
for
because they
sure,
know?
At first, there was a lot of like,
Yeah.
I need to develop my own
Right.
style.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've arrived there now.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I get that sometimes because people know how much I love Queens, and they'll be like, "Oh, you sound like Josh." I'm like, I don't think I do though. And so, are you saying that because like you just think I want to hear it, or
yeah,
like,
yeah, that,
or am I doing it too much? Like, am I copying it, or like I
Yeah.
don't know what's up with that.
that's the hard part, to find the line between drawing inspiration and just
Yeah.
ripping something off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I would like
Stuff
to
will
do.
always leak in though.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's harnessed like good though. There was one time after you guys played in our class, I had de-loused in the car, I think, and Carl was like, "Oh, is this is Bodhi Jar?" I was like, "No, it's just Mars Volta," and he was like, "Oh, I think," he's like, "If you told me, yeah."
Yeah.
I was like, "I feel like they would really appreciate that."
That was a masterpiece.
I listened to that whole thing yesterday.
It's good stuff. I just listened to the new. I didn't check it out until today. The new At the Drive-In. Do you guys check
Oh,
that out?
man.
I
It's
kind of
good.
I
It
didn't know
grew
it
on
came
me.
out.
It took a full listen, and the first listen I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, and then 2 or 3 more, and I was like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
great. This is awesome.
They just are older now.
Yeah.
And it's impossible not to sound older.
Yeah, that's
Especially in that kind of music. Which is so
Yeah.
aggressive and youthful.
yeah, that's true. That makes sense. And they've done so much now since like 2000 or whenever Relationship came out.
yeah.
Yeah. 2000.
Yeah,
Was it 2000?
I think
Yeah,
so.
it was
Something like
2000.
that. Yeah, that's a great album.
They were poised to take
Mhm.
over and then broke up.
Yeah, right on top.
True rock star.
But we got Volta out of that, so that's
Yeah, so
It was a good thing.
that's good. Are they ever getting back together? Or what's the deal with that?
There's whispers.
there's
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 whispers?
been murmurs of it, but
There's whispers. Cedric, I don't trust him half the time.
Right.
He just trolls a lot.
Yeah.
yeah.
They basically are waiting for Theodore. Last I heard,
Oh, okay.
the rumors, they're waiting because they want it to be as close to the original lineup as possible. Obviously, Ike Eaton's dead.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
can't, but
Yeah.
if they get Theodore back on drums, oh my God. There's no way it'll be back.
Yeah, and he's with Queens right now, so
Yeah.
and they're
He's a
doing all
busy
right.
boy.
So I think, and I don't think Josh wants to let that lineup go right now.
Understandable.
He's
It's a good,
perfect for
it's a
them.
good lineup. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen them 3 times, and every time he's been the drummer, and it's pretty crazy.
They were gonna
It's
go
pretty fucking
in
insane.
September, but
Oh, you didn't go?
show.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good show. I was right up front actually. I was like right in front of Josh. It was the first time I've ever been that close in like a show like that.
Yeah.
And it was pretty awesome.
So many people went to that.
Yeah.
So I just had to be reminded.
Yeah.
Every time I'm on social media for days.
Have you seen them at all or
No.
no? It's a good time.
No, we're going as a band in November we're seeing Thrice, Circus Survive,
Okay.
Sean, and Balancing Composure.
Cool.
I'm a
Right on.
massive Thrice and Circus Survive fan.
Yeah, I love Circus Survive.
Can't
Yeah.
wait for that.
They were playing at a festival I went to a few years ago, but they played really early and I missed them.
Nah.
And I got into them before because I didn't know a lot of the bands. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna like check all this out. And I
Yeah.
got into them and I was like, sweet. And we missed them. And I was totally bummed out.
Dude's voice is like stratosphere.
Yeah,
they're
it's so
like
weird.
An anomaly.
Yeah.
He's still like his
And he can
voice
still
hasn't
do it.
deteriorated. They
That's-
just put
yeah.
out a new album.
Yeah.
Still up there.
Yeah. That's crazy. What's your writing process like?
It's varied.
very
It's
interesting.
The majority of our stuff, I would say, starts with bass and drums.
Right.
And from there it builds. But it depends. Like we just the other day, me and Drew wrote a song. Coda comes up with a lot of guitar as well.
Right.
I just can't help it.
Yeah.
There's stuff
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
get my thoughts out.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
But yeah, so it's really varied. It's really typically lyrics come last though.
Right.
Yeah.
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 We kind of get a feeling, and then I try to build a concept off of that.
Right. You do all the lyrics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
99% of the
Yeah.
time.
Coda helps
he
me a lot as
does
well.
a bit, yeah.
They come last.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like for instance, "Plant the Seed" off of our EP.
Yeah.
Coda wrote the whole song.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you guys saying you did too many guitars for that when you
Oh, yeah.
recorded? You can't do it
Yeah,
and you can't
it's
play
just-
live.
we just cannot recreate it live.
Overboard.
Yeah, there
It's
was
a
like,
lesson though, because we know
We know
Yeah.
how
now.
many guitars not to put on.
Yeah.
a song.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we had the same problem with vocals.
Right.
Come
Oh,
the
yeah,
last
you did.
chorus of that song, and it's just like there's like
It's a symphony of
7
harmony.
of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, you just can't do that
Yeah.
live.
It sucks though, because people want to hear that song.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
More
we
than
just,
a
yeah,
lot
we
of
literally
songs.
just
Yeah.
can't recreate it.
And it's just like would be really stripped down.
It just like
basically,
it
if
falls down live.
Right.
Right now at least.
Just
We've
doesn't
tried a
feel
couple
the
times to
same.
work it so it can
Yeah.
be done, but it just doesn't hold up.
Right.
And we don't want to like do the song a disservice. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if everybody's expecting something and then it's
Yeah.
just a bummer afterwards, that would
Yeah.
just suck. Oh, right
Mhm.
on. You guys just plan on keeping it U4? Is there anything else you want to like add?
We've toyed with the idea of keys.
I
but
know
we
at Prevail they like suggested it right at that competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like I don't know, we've always liked the idea because keys can add a whole lot.
Yeah,
But we've got a good group of guys.
yeah,
And
that's
that's something we don't necessarily want to mess with. And
Yeah.
then at that, that's another seat in the van.
Yeah.
Transportation.
Imagine 5
Yeah.
people sleeping in that van.
But like the four of us, there's a certain amount of trust on stage.
right.
That is rare.
Yeah,
Like
It's
I can go
nice.
off onto a tangent.
yeah,
And
Everybody
know
just
that
kinda has to follow
they'll
suit
adapt.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They're not gonna like, what are you doing?
yeah.
on the mic or something. They'll just adapt.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's not that's probably harder than just like in theory having another instrument is like there's another physical person there
Yeah.
Yeah,
that has
really.
to be integrated.
Yeah.
Even not even on the same scale, but after we played, one of Mike's suggestions for us was like told me to stop playing guitar and get another guitar player.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, you just be the singer, and we were like, okay. And then we had a couple people like, if you want a rhythm guitar player, I'll do it. We're like, I don't know if I want to like fuck with
Yeah,
this
the
though,
dynamic
because
of
we
the
have to
band.
think about another person like being in the band also
Yeah.
too. And,
Yeah.
I mean, we're still new, so it could make sense to do that, but it feels so right, like right now to just have the four of us.
Yeah.
which I totally get.
And that's what you should go with. Just really whatever feels right.
Yeah.
Don't force something.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. How many songs is going to be coming out on this EP?
We're looking at doing another 5.
Another 5?
Yeah.
That's a good number.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another
We've
5.
got a
and
bunch.
then-
We're just gonna whittle it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
The
Too
best
much
of the best
content's
on
good.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best of the best that still fit together because
Mhm.
we take our time writing with some of them.
Right.
So there's certain songs that we have right now that it feels like the bridge between what the EP was and where we are now.
Right.
Which is a completely different plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like it'll be nice. We just got to rein it in to get all the ones that are kind of the same feeling.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we don't want a lot of the first EP we feel at times sounds like 5 different bands. Or
Right.
Like,
And it's
that we just weren't sure of ourselves
Right.
at the time, and
Yeah.
now
There's
also
we
the-
found a sound. I think.
Right.
It was also the recording process. Like we did that all on our own time while we were in school in between projects.
Right.
So there wasn't And like when you only have 3-hour slots
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
studio, you
You're
kinda,
pushing for things.
like,
Yeah.
you get stuff done.
Yeah.
The production time wasn't necessarily put in as much.
No, and you're setting up a lot too.
That's
when you're
true as well.
recording.
Yeah, your 3 hours include setup and
Yeah,
so
so you get like an hour of actual
Semi-limited.
recording or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a frustrating process.
Yeah. I remember actually when we were doing our final mix edits, and it was the end of the year. Everything was completely done.
Yeah.
The studio was shut down, and we had to just beg and plead with
Yeah.
Dan Broadbeck. Please let us in so we can print this, please.
That's hilarious. Did you guys
Shout
do?
out to Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
shout out. Thanks for being so. He's the coordinator now.
Yeah.
Good guy.
really?
Yeah. Good guy.
I
Good
feel
guy
like
to
so
pick
much
that
has
up, yeah.
changed. in
Yeah.
so little
I
time
think
over there.
Yeah. Steve's just does APP now, and Dan's all MIA. Great guys though.
Mhm.
Great guys. Yeah. I don't remember what I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah, you won Band of the Year, right? So did you do anything? What did you do at EMAC when you?
We
Still
still
sitting on
have
it.
the time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We want to use it
Grady-
on this EP. We're just not sure how yet. We're really
Yeah,
torn
Grady's
between how
bugged
to
me
go
a couple
about things.
times.
Right. Oh, that's hilarious.
He wants to do something, but
Yeah.
we want to like
Grady would
plan
be
it out a little
perfect.
better than we did last time, so
Right.
we don't end up with the same.
Really fucking ready
mixtape.
this
Right.
time. Like, yeah, we want it to sound the way we envision it sounding
Right.
versus the way it happens to sound
Right.
because that's how much money we had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how
That
many
ma-
songs we had.
yeah.
Right.
At the time.
Right. That's just like what you had to put on
Exactly.
it. Right. Yeah. That makes
Pretty
sense.
fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I thought that's interesting. I thought like Grady did it the first time, and you did it with your like Band of the Year time and everything.
Oh no,
So
the
I
first
did-
time was
did not
all
know
Darren
that.
McGill.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
All done in Studio 2.
That's hilarious.
It was mastered at EMAC though.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rob,
okay.
Rob Nation Master.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we've been like for whenever we like want everything mastered and stuff. We're
Mhm.
like, might as well get the pros to do it.
No, he's good. He brought it
Yeah.
right to
Yeah,
life.
he's really good.
Yeah, so I haven't had enough experience with him yet, considering I don't have school right now. But
Yeah. Yeah, all
right. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's unfortunate.
Oh well. Like I said, at least
But,
the facilities
yeah,
are open.
They deserve fairness too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
It's just rough that it affects you.
Yeah,
guys.
it's just the situation sucks. I definitely
If
understand.
anyone from the
though.
college is listening, talk to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Speak.
At least just let all the MIA profs back and yeah.
Yeah, just specifically MIA.
Carl was telling me I wasn't there, but they're walking back 'cause they're picketing at all the entrances, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe and Rob were out there picketing when they walked by, and Joe had the sign faced the wrong way under his arm, just like moseying, like,
Just
oh
shut
no,
up.
yeah. Like, and
I'm
then he
here.
saw Carl, and he was like heading Rob, and he's like, look at that. I was
That's
like, yeah,
funny.
that pretty much sums Joe up in a
Smoke hanging out
sentence,
of his
right?
mouth.
Yeah.
Joe's a badass. No.
He's so badass. I love when
I
we were
hope he
doing
never
our like.
changes.
I hope. I don't think you will. I loved when we were doing our first year, like you do your in class like lift project or whatever,
God.
and like 3 times in a class, Joe would be like, "Are you guys good? I'm gonna go out for a dart. I'll be right back." Like no other program getting like that
He's
happening.
so
Like,
brutal with us.
He doesn't care at all.
We did Tighten Up. the
Okay.
Black Keys.
Yeah.
I was drumming. I forget who else was on it. There was a lot of people. But he was so brutally honest with people.
Really?
Oh
He'd
yeah.
be like, was that the best you got? I'd be like, what? He's like, come back tomorrow when you learn the part.
Oh
Just
shit.
like-
yeah, he didn't give a fuck.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
sitting in the kit like, whoa. All right, time to play perfectly.
Oh god, there was a couple. He wouldn't outright call anybody out, but if somebody was on the floor and they weren't doing good, he'd be like, "Is the top back off?" And he's just like fuck.
Is the talk back off?
This wasn't in my lab group, but I guess somebody was playing tambourine, and then like somebody that just should have been playing tambourine, and he's like, "Okay, I guess we're beat detecting the tambourine then." And she like comes in, she's like, "Did I play it wrong?" He's like, "No, it's good, Go take a break." And then he's like, "For fuck's sakes!"
So intimidating.
He isn't, because he doesn't give a shit at all,
No.
and like
No.
you learn that right away. So it's so super intimidating.
But it's good because that's the
love
real
that with
world.
music.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're hired to play something, they're expecting you to be able to fucking play.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good wake up call for
Yeah.
sure. I've learned so much, just little stuff like that from just being here for a year and a bit of, they're good. It's good to be kind of aggressive sometimes.
Oh, for sure. It kicks your ass. Like, it just really makes you want to do well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hope they don't change that because, like, it's good to spare people's feelings. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
like, at the same time, that kick in the ass is what drives you to actually
Yeah.
do well. And
I think
progress.
it says a lot about the people too, because you can watch people that aren't necessarily like told, you know, that you suck, but they're also hard on themselves. So they kind of get the subtle cues of like, okay, Mike maybe didn't really like that, but he's being nice. But then there's some people that are like, Mike said he loved it. That's cool. There you go. And you're like, no. Like, okay, whatever.
Especially in music, I think you should be hard on people. Like, you shouldn't rip them apart, but
No.
you shouldn't baby people.
Just keep everybody honest.
I feel like most musicians are hard on themselves, and those that aren't should be. Yeah. Like, you're only going to get a better product out of it.
Yeah, you should want to be better.
Of course. Yeah, there is no perfection.
No, yeah, it's never good enough. Right on. Cool. You guys got any surprises tonight that you want to share? I guess surprises are surprises.
We got a couple new jams that I think we're going to debut tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's right on. You guys played some new stuff at Rum Runners a few weeks ago.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good show.
Oh, yeah.
We one new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your Kendrick Lamar cover threw me for a bit. I was sitting there, I was like, I know what this is. What the fuck is that? I was like, damn. That was cool.
Against the Lamar.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was a lot of fun.
It's tough debuting new songs, though, especially when it's our kind of music where it's it's not so technical, but it's just so different.
Yeah.
It's hard when you just go in not being sure how it's going to be received.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't know how people are going to take it.
I mean, tonight you'll have like a really good drunk audience by the time you guys go on, so it probably won't matter. Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to have a suiting lineup.
Yeah, you guys run into that a lot, I bet, eh?
It's hard sometimes. Like, we love a lot of the bands we play with. It's just sometimes hard to find bands that fully suit.
Yeah.
Like, we always end up on like a rockish show or like a punkish show.
Yeah.
There's never really been
a metal show.
Or a metal show.
Yeah. You guys are like in a in between almost, like with your sound, where like it makes because it almost makes sense everywhere, but it's like,
it does, but you'll get those few people that are like, I'm into this, and then the other ones that are just like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And a show is always better if the bands work with each other.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
If it's just like unless it's like a house show or something like that, where it's fun and easygoing, but if it's something that people are paying serious money for at the door, the whole night should be a show.
Absolutely. Like, we've had a few bookings where, unfortunately, we just got offered a show in a city we haven't played before, so we're like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, trying to break in.
No information really given, and then we arrive and we're like, oh shit, we're playing with Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
We're gonna stick out real bad.
Yeah.
Oh, this band's only using brushes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Everyone's instrument is acoustic.
Yeah.
They can just be so discouraging.
Yeah, because you still gotta like go on and like play and
you have to follow up like a 50s doo-wop cover band.
Yeah.
Like, nobody wants to hear us right now because they just heard Chuck Berry for an hour.
Yeah. And that's what sometimes makes it hard. Like, we're pretty good about the whole staying positive on everything, but occasionally it's just hard when one show will be fucking excellent, packed, and everybody's into it, and then the next show you're playing to the bands and their girlfriends.
Yeah. And you're like, and you just have to like always remind yourself, like, I guess this is like the struggle.
And well, honestly, like, you just gotta remind yourself that you do this because you love doing this.
Yeah.
And it's not like ideally people also like what you're doing. But like, as long as we're still having fun, then it's worth it.
Yeah. And you guys are like in that next tier of like the London scene now, eh? You guys are Texas King is moving out. You guys like feel that you're like up there more?
I don't think we're in the
I
Texas King
realm.
No, I don't think that. I don't mean like that way, but like they're like moving out now,
trying.
Kind of.
They're
you know what I mean? And like,
tour right now.
They're kind of like the next big thing out of London.
Oh yeah.
You guys seen anything like?
I guess
think they're gonna do something.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good. I like
Tell
it.
them.
Yeah.
Just put it out. You won't feel like you're in limbo anymore.
Yeah.
It's so good. People need to listen to it.
Yeah.
Sure enough, it's just.
Yeah, I think it's getting tons of radio
Yeah,
plays like all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything.
Yeah, I told my my uncle got me into music like way back, and he's in Barrie. Last in the summertime, I was telling him about Texas King. I was like, "You heard about them yet?" He's like, "No." And I was like, "They're." That's what I said. I was like, "They're coming."
Yeah.
Just wait. So I haven't talked to him in a while. I'm sure that they've been playing them in Barrie. I would imagine. I think they're getting some Toronto airplay, aren't they?
I believe so. I think they're getting the edge.
Yeah, right on. you guys noticed anything like it different for you in the past like year or so though, in terms of like more recognition and stuff like that?
We slowed down a little bit during the summer.
Yeah.
But we're all kicking each other's asses now, which
Right.
is nice.
Yeah.
So we're on the fast track, I think. Once we can get this EP out,
Yeah.
things will start
Yeah.
moving again.
New content and stuff.
That's just
yeah.
it. We've been coasting on
Yeah.
our EP for quite a while
Right.
now, so it's
been
time.
It's been like 2 years or something,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. You guys been together for 3 years?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
We've written a lot of stuff too
Right.
at this point.
So it'll just be nice to actually get it down.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
get
for
it,
sure.
Get it recorded, have a physical copy of it.
Yeah. Started having like, 'cause you said you're going to do a music video, hopefully, with the single.
Well, we don't want to release a single without a music video.
Right.
No.
Yeah. You had
That
any
way, I
ideas?
find, as awesome as it is, like, I love listening to music, but
Mhm.
not everybody just loves hearing a song.
Mhm.
People want to see something too.
Mhm.
Attention spans are short,
Yeah, exactly.
and so if we can get a music video that
Yeah. Hopefully we can pull it off. Like we have multiple storyboards and ideas
I was
floating
gonna
around.
say,
but
yeah.
just kind of the image
Yeah.
is a little up there,
Yeah.
and it's just figuring out how do we make.
we've
this
got ideas
actually
outside our
happen.
budget.
We're writing like sci-fi films, pretty much.
Like, this is cool, but
Yeah.
That's
I
just
don't
it.
know.
We'll
What's our
sketch
budget
out an
again?
idea for like 4 hours, and then somebody will be like, "How the fuck are we going to afford
Yeah.
this?" And they
Our
go,
budget's
"Yeah."
like 4 million, right? Because I think this will fit. That's hilarious. The prototype video is cool.
Yeah, we
That's all us.
Yeah.
that
all
was
stop motion.
lucky the way that came together.
Right.
We just kind of took a shot in the dark, and
Yeah.
we didn't really test anything. We built a rig to hold the camera.
Yeah.
And then it was all painted over my face.
Yeah.
And we just went with it and hoped it would work out.
Yeah.
So we essentially what we did was a dry run where I just sang the song straight into a camera.
Right.
And then we went frame by frame and matched my mouth to the camera.
Oh,
Because we didn't take the
Oh, it
easy
was
way
a-
out and shoot a video and then turn it into
Yeah.
or whatever it's called,
everything
stop
was
motion.
actually a
Yeah.
photo.
So it's just
Oh, shit.
thousands of
Oh
photos.
man, was it brutal? 4 days.
God damn.
Non-stop.
It was worth it because it looks.
It looks
worth
good.
We're
Yeah.
super happy with it.
Yeah. Just at
It
the
was
time,
a
you're like,
bitch.
fuck me.
Yeah. Right.
Like he was under there for most of it, and the short amounts that anyone else was under there, it was just like, okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can we take a break?
Yeah, there's a lot of troubleshooting in that too, because
Pane
like
of
there's a
glass.
Yeah.
pane of glass half an inch from your face. So like at first we had the issues with when you breathe, it would fog up the glass.
Yeah.
So we had
Oh,
like,
shit.
fans going
Oh
and-
shit. Yeah. Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Is it like, do you get like claustrophobic at all? Are you like?
I
that,
don't,
or-
thankfully.
I don't know how I would
So
feel.
I was fine. I could have fallen asleep under there.
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
You did a couple times.
Yeah. Anytime there's like an exorbitant amount of waiting, I fall
Yeah.
asleep so easily.
Oh really?
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of notorious for it. Like any car ride, I'm gone.
Oh shit.
I wish.
Yeah, nobody else has this ability.
I don't know if I could in like a van situation like that. I don't know if I'd be passing out too.
Oh, it's
easy.
wonderful.
I could when I was a kid, but not anymore.
Yeah.
I'll pass out for like 9 hours on a car ride. It's
Oh,
great.
Shit. That's crazy. Did you guys switch up the driving all the time then?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just,
Well, it was between me and Tony.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Drew and I offered multiple times,
Yeah.
but they just always drove.
yeah.
They switched.
Tony loves driving, and then
Tony loves driving.
Oh, okay. That's good. At least
Yeah.
you got
Oh, yeah,
some.
not
It would
complaining.
suck if all of you just didn't want to drive.
Yeah, it's nice when you've got somebody volunteering to be the
Yeah,
DD.
for sure.
And then I think I did the 13-hour stretch. I did the
Oh,
one
shit.
from New Brunswick to Montreal.
Damn.
Thank you, Dark Tower Audiobook.
Yeah. Oh. Stephen King got us through.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I guess like after you have to just keep switching up whatever you're listening to, eh?
Yeah,
Honestly,
well,
I was
for-
pushing hard for audiobooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So tired of the same albums over and over again.
We have some go-tos for music in
Yeah,
the band, so it's
yeah.
getting to the point now where everyone's like, maybe something else.
Yeah.
Maybe don't put on Kings of Leon again.
Yeah.
I've been pushing for them to read the series too, so this was a good
You're like, now
introduction.
you
Yeah.
have to listen to it. because-
You have no, you can't go anywhere.
yeah. That's so funny. I do that with music too. I have a 6 CD changer in my car, but then I'm just always too lazy to switch it. So it's just
You're
like,
like, I've got 6
I don't actually
albums.
want to listen to any of these, but they're in here, so whatever. That's hilarious. What are we at now? Did 40 minutes. You guys, got anything else you want to talk about or anything like that? I think I've asked you. Did Coda tell you him and I worked together for a hot minute? Years ago.
Where at?
Years ago at the Canics.
Yeah.
It's this like
Did
weird
I tell you I got fired?
variety. Yeah, I did. I figured that was your part of the story to tell, not mine.
Just completely on accident.
It's like a variety store, but there's also like a grill there and shit on a military base.
It's on
So
a
it's
military
pretty much like a
base.
one-stop shop for a military base.
Yeah.
But that was a Canada Day shift, and it was like 2 hours or 3 hours or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and 2 of those hours was before the store started.
And like, I biked to work, and it sits on top of this massive hill.
Yeah.
It's unbikeable. You can't bike up it no matter what.
It's stupid. Yeah, you can't.
So I get there.
I live
it's
on top of the hill,
just
so I mean,
30 plus degrees, so hot. I open the store, I go in, grab a Gatorade from the cooler because I'm dying, chug it back, put it down, forget about it. And then next time I'm in, can you come here for a second? Had me watch me drink the Gatorade on camera. They're like, did you pay for that? I was like, oh, no, I didn't. They're like, you understand that's theft, right? I was like, kind of. It was accidental theft.
like, can I give you $3 just right
I was
now?
like, I'll pay for it. They're like, no.
All
right, cool.
That was
Military, they're strict.
nobody. That chick was like,
She's
yeah.
If
Nobody.
you're listening, I don't even remember your name.
Her name was Kim. I remember her name. I was thinking about it today.
And he's not a fan.
She nobody said anything to me until the end of the summer, and I came in to like renew my contract or whatever, and I sign everything, and then Kim like closes the door, and she's like, I want to talk to you about something. I'm like, what the fuck?
Jesus.
And so this is like 4 months after this or whatever, and she's like, yeah, so Cody or whatever like left us, blah blah blah. And then she's like, and you didn't do anything either that morning. And she's like, and the only reason we didn't fire you is because Cody's like, hey, I don't actually know how to clean the fryers. Would you mind? I'm like, I don't care. Whatever, I'll do it. And so she's like, because you like did a little bit of work, like we didn't fire you or whatever. And I was like,
I remember now.
because we sat down and watched Old School. Yeah.
Ate cereal.
Because
watched Old School.
We were in there like
Nothing to
2
do.
hours. 2 hours before the store opened, and
Oh,
they left us
man.
like they didn't tell us why. There was like nothing like visually really to do, so we were like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do for 2 hours?" And so he's
There's
like,
no prep.
Yeah, there's no prep or anything.
There's
So he's
like
like,
4
"Old
things on
School's
the
on. Do
menu."
you want to watch Old School?" And I'm
Just
like,
watch
"Sure."
Because there's like a lounge area with pool tables and stuff.
Yeah.
Just ate cereal.
On camera.
Lost my job.
On camera, yeah, because there was a camera in that room too. So.
Yeah, that wasn't that bad of a last day.
Drinking free Gatorade and eating cereal.
Yeah.
Sounds like okay last day.
So
Sorry,
she was acting like they were in a private company that wasn't part of the Canadian military.
Yeah, she was the worst. But oh well. She like quit or something like the next summer.
Well, yeah, Laura was telling me that. Oh, I forget who's the older lady that worked there too. She was like the main girl. Took the job so seriously.
Yeah. Oh, there's Pam. She was like,
Pam.
yeah, she.
Didn't she make Pam quit or something?
Maybe.
She drove Pam to quit, and then the whole place went to shit.
No, there was the bigger lady. I don't remember her.
Linda.
Linda was crazy.
She was
She was
serious.
good.
with cooking eggs. Oh my god. It's not how you make a BLT.
Yeah.
Okay?
If you like did the tomatoes
I
wrong, she'd be
included
like,
BL and T.
Yeah.
That's correct.
yeah, that was something else. And my brother had worked there before, so people that worked there with him were just always like comparing me or like asking me about
You
him and
used to
shit.
look a lot like him. Not so much anymore.
I've totally changed it.
Yeah.
It was fun, totally off topic, but we were at Pearl Jam last summer, and Zach and I go up to get beers, and Zach like goes and gets a beer or whatever, and the lady like gives him, puts his ID back in his pocket. I go up, give my ID, which I look 16. I'm 16 in the photo,
Yeah.
so like fair enough. But she keeps looking at my ID and then looking at my brother, and we're like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "This it looks like him." And I was like, "But the name and everything, and you just saw his ID." I was like, "Just serve me or don't. Like, stop holding up the line. Like, what's up?" But yeah, that's funny. I had soldiers would come in all the time that knew Zach. One day, like my first shift, they come in and like, you're Zach's brother. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, do you guys fight? I'm like, like yeah, all the time. They're like, does he win? And I was like, well, yeah, he's like 5 years older than me, so yeah. And then they're just like, okay, come here, we'll show you how to choke him out. And they were like putting me in like military choke holds, which was terrifying. So I was like, these guys could just kill me right now. They're like, this is how you do it. This is how you knock them out. Ones. Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Some good memories up there. I also did housekeeping.
Oh, really?
I was a janitor.
Nice.
For a summer.
The janitors were interesting. I worked at the mess hall for a little bit too. That was a shitty job. I had a guy.
Smells so weird.
My best military or mess hall story is I came in. I was covering a morning shift for somebody, and I'm just exhausted. It's like 7 a.m. And this dude comes in, and just like without asking him, I put like beans on his potatoes, and the guy just goes, "The fuck?" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Fucking put beans on my potatoes? Like, what the fuck?" And I was like, "What is happening?" I was like, and I'm like 14 at the time too, so I'm like, "What is happening?" Everybody's like laughing at me and shit. 'Cause I worked with Drew Woods and Sean Harrington too, so they're loving it that this dude is just. And then he comes in at lunch and just dodges me. It like doesn't take anything from me. It was pretty awesome. I was so confused. Like, I've never been yelled at like that before.
There was a lot
over beans on potato.
A lot of soldiers quick to anger.
Yeah.
Up there.
Real easy.
Certain muscle gaining supplements might have been responsible.
Some of them
Shots
are just
fired.
Some of them are. You should see some of them. I remember one got arrested for steroids one day, and we were cleaning.
Oh, really?
Like the barracks. As he was getting arrested, they had to use 2 handcuffs chained together behind his back.
What?
He's just a massive gorilla of a human, like just a massive person. He's just sitting there. I'm like, he could easily just kink.
Yeah.
Break those. All the MPs just waiting.
Yeah. I would be so unsure of myself if you're handcuffing somebody like that. You're like, 2 handcuffs? I gotta use 2? Okay.
Another pair?
Yeah.
Nope. Not doing that.
Yeah.
Somebody else's job today.
Yeah, that's wild. You have any like crazy jobs or anything, Andy?
I've had a few.
Where are you from again?
Brantford. Yeah.
Right.
Town.
I was a janitor at the Wayne Gretzky Center.
Nice.
Yeah. That was rough. I've worked at like every fast food place.
Right.
I do sound and lights now. And
right. And you're like way better. Yeah.
Way better. Way better.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's a nice improvement.
For sure. What are you doing now, Cody?
Beer store.
Right. What beer store you work at?
Adelaide and Huron, right in the ghetto.
Oh, nice.
It's not nice.
Like,
it's not bad.
Almost any liquor store around here, I'm always like sketched out to go in.
London's just a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I've seen the underbelly.
Yeah. I bet.
I know things.
Even the one at I always go to the liquor store on Oxford there, like by the Kelsey's and shit.
Oh,
yeah.
There's always people out there. Last week I came out with like a bag of beer. There's some dude who's like, "Hey, you guys like beer?" And I was like,
nope.
And I wanted to say no, but I had like a full bag of it, and I was like, I mean, I think I'm all set, man. He's like, okay. Just don't talk to me or anything, please.
I know the security guards in London fairly well.
Yeah.
At this point, just crazy people.
Yeah.
Crazy people.
My office downtown has a window onto the street, like right onto Dundas.
Oh,
Every
nice.
single day, there's something ridiculous happening outside.
That's awesome, though.
Oh, yes and no.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just kind of hang your head and you're like, fuck,
Yeah.
we have a problem.
It's crazy. London's crazy. It just totally. I worked in Byron. I was landscaping in Byron this summer, and just the drive from here all the way across to Byron is super interesting. Just the little like neighborhoods and stuff you go through.
Yeah. There's an obvious divide in London too.
Yeah.
The west side of the city, it's like, yep, rich people live here.
Yeah. It's crazy. Just driving up Oxford is like, okay, I feel safe, and now I hope there's not a red light, and now like it's so wild.
Yeah.
But all right, cool. Well, we could probably call it. This was fun.
Yeah.
That's a good time. Cool. I'm excited to see you guys tonight again. Probably seen you like 6 or 7 times now.
Yeah, man, you're always supporting me. Appreciate it.
It's gonna be a different show tonight, at least.
Yeah.
It's a smaller room, but it'll be packed.
Smaller rooms are better. It's more to feed off of.
It's true.
It's a good energy.
Yeah.
It's always better.
They got like boxes and
99% of
stuff
the
you can
time.
stand on and everything.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
It's just, if you'd be interested in something like that, yeah.
Coda usually is the one to stand on things.
Right.
Super easy while drumming.
Yeah.
Right
Thinking
on.
about getting a stand-up kit.
He's kidding.
That sounds super practical.
Yeah, just do Phil Collins stuff.
You could just be like Lars from Metallica and stand up every time you're
Every
done
time
a
I'm
song.
not playing.
Yeah. Like nobody's watching you still. You can
It's the only
just
way you
sit
can
down.
see over
Yeah.
it.
Just huck spears into the crowd.
That'd be crazy. Well, all right. Thanks for doing this, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
Yeah,
us,
man. Anytime.